Hey, what's going on? So here's another quick little update with the Explorer here. So let's see where I'm at so far. All right, so I started getting the truck all stripped down. I shipped out my coilovers a week ago Tuesday. Or no, week ago Wednesday, Thursday. And AccuTune already called me, and they are already done and shipped out. So I should have those Thursday. Normally it's a 3-week turnaround time. So super impressed by that. Anyway, hood vents are off, mirrors are off, all the weather stripping, gaskets, and there's a whole bunch of trim pieces that are actually riveted on. So there's tons and tons of aluminum rivets to drill out. So I didn't realize there was that many pieces of trim on these things. So this is my damage door. I'm going to practice on this. The back's a little bit different with this extra window here. So I already got this front piece off. So what it looks like, this will come out. I had this almost out. But I ran out of space, so this window needs to come out. So these 4 windows in these doors have already replaced the regulators, so there's already quarter 20 bolts. Basically, I'm going to raise the window up to these 2 access holes on both the window. The window will come out, and then this section here is the window guide. It's got a bracket on it that bolts here. With the window in place, I can't get that bracket out. So with the window out, this whole thing comes out as one piece with this weather strip, and then the door will be naked. So like I said, I'm going to practice on the bad door, and then I'll do the good doors. And then there's my replacement for the damaged door. So if anyone needs any really nice condition red plastic interior door panels, I got all 4 that I do not need. So, like I said, doors stripped down, all the seals off. Here's some of that stuff I'm talking about. This is all like riveted on. Obviously the seats are out. Took the seat belts out just so those are out of the way. I'm going to basically unbolt the rear doors after they're all sanded down. They'll be painted off the truck. Hood will be off. Fenders, I'm probably going to take the fenders off too. I'm not sure yet. If I take the fenders off, I can leave the front doors on and spray around the front door jamb. I'm going to pop the rear quarter glass out. From what I've seen online with some people in the groups, once you undo the, 12, 15 nuts, they're held in by like studs with nuts. Just buto taped in so they pop out fairly easy. Tailgate, had the glass off. Again, there's a whole bunch of trim and riveted on pieces. So that's all coming off. So once the back doors are off and the hood, it's pretty much ready to start going as far as sanding down. And the hood, the tracks on bolt, but these little support things are riveted on. And it looks like each one has at least 1 crack in them. So I'm never going to run a roof rack on this. So I'll probably just remove, if I can at least remove these right here and then seal the holes up, these off for paint will be perfect. I do like the idea, I guess, having them in there because they do sit slightly above the roof. It might keep a branch or something off the paint. So maybe that's a good idea to keep that stuff on. Just rivet it back on, reseal it, no big deal. So the back seat's gonna come out here in a sec. And should be good to go. Let's see, like this is like all the gaskets, that's the rear hatch stuff, front door stuff. These are all like real thin aluminum trim pieces. Almost would be cool not to have them back on, but then I think there would be like a gap above the window sill, so it might look kind of funny. I'll put everything back how it's supposed to be. I just wasn't expecting that much stuff. So, yeah, I can't wait for this truck to be painted. Maybe I'll include a online sample of the color. After a few more wheelings, a few more trips out, my fenders still were, I was starting to get real flexy. So you really can't simulate that much flex in the barn here. So you have to be out in the real world situation. So I do have the fenders trimmed out, which should be plenty now. And now they actually match. I was a little bit off on one side. So those are done. Like I said, shocks will be back. The Kings will be back Thursday. Right now the truck's just sitting on the bump stops. I'm going to go ahead and address the front bumps because those are still not correct. I covered that in some of my other videos. I need to really get those redone. At the same time, I have to make sure I leave room for the front anti-rock when I get that put on. So that's my update for right now. Before I put the tire carrier on, I had the license plate mounted here, so I'm kind of mad about that. If I knew I was going to do a tire carrier, those holes wouldn't be there. So I got these holes to patch and fill. I don't know if I'm going to run a rear wiper or not. Mine does work. It sprays and wipes, and it is actually a brand new motor. I'll probably leave it on. Might as well. And then I'm not going to have any actual badges or emblems on the truck. It's all just going to be a low profile vinyl. So, all right, that's that update. And then I covered it before in another video. I'm going to revisit my rear tower. I'm going to basically make a bolt-in style. Bolts in. Tower will be within a ½ inch off the floorboard, eliminating all this height, eliminating this bar, so it'll be nice and low profile. And the idea with that is, the bar will be down low, and I'll be able to make a rack system for my 12-volt refrigerator cooler that'll go right here, and then I'll have storage space here. And I got a few more ideas down the road, but I just cannot wait to get this thing painted and everything back together. This is how I've been driving it. Only basically the seats and dash in. So once it's all back, the interior is going to look stock OEM basically. So, all right, that's the update. More to come. I should mention that John Parks from Broncos R Us and his buddy Craig with Craig's Customs is going to be doing the majority of the paint prep, and then Craig will be doing all the paint. So I'll definitely get some video of those guys in action. And then today's Monday, the 26th of September, between 11 and 3, the windshield's being pulled out. It's not cracked or damaged, but you can't tell on camera, but where the wipers go, it is so streaked. You can't see anything when it's wet. I've even cleaned it. I've rain-xed it. So when it's sunny and muddy and dirty, it just packs up. So new windshield's coming in. Best time to do it before paint. That way I can make sure all the channels are clean and rust-free. And, the best you can do. It's going to be hard to off-road this thing, though, when it's all done. Not going to want to scratch it. So, all right. All right, that's the update for right now. I just want to do it kind of short and sweet. Like I said, rear doors are next. Get all those trims and stuff off. And start to sand and stuff. So see you in the next update.